But if they just pair up these two together and play it against the AM in the lane, it feels very strong. Like Fiery Spirit overtime damage, Fade Bolt minus damage.
True. You do still have the support counter pick as well, though. So,
well, Team Secret, they know better than us. They just banned out Axe, which is most of the time played as position 3, unless Yapzor's playing it, getting Meteor Hammer into Blink Dagger. Like, Yapzor's been experimenting with position 4s. I also want to see, like, more of Team Secret, what they are, like, what they have prepared. Because they certainly have some...
Oh, you think that regardless,
sure.
like... Because I could see Puppy just, you know, has a break, rolls back out, it's like, what do I think my team wants to play today? And then just goes for it. I can see both ways.
So speaking of that, I'm actually going to predict that this is a core offlane Snapfire.
Okay.
I think Zai's going to play this.
You think it's a Zai Snapfire?
I think so. I think you're both 100% right. I don't think this is going to be some standard 4 Earth Spirit, 5 Snapfire, which is exactly what it looks like. I think that's too obvious for Secret. I think Zai's like, give me some Snapfire.
But maybe it's the mind game. Maybe that's what they want Liquid to think. Gotta get
the next level, previous level.
So they go with the Centaur. Centaur, I don't know how you feel about him, but I feel like he got nerfed. Like, some other spells got buffed. Retaliate, not as good as it was before. You can't really pressure the tower as much, but still, same concept as a Slaughter. You still deal damage to Anti-Mage even without mana.
Yeah, we saw Seb go for the 2-2-0 build in the previous game.
Yeah, I like that. I think I definitely rated the Slaughter as like... sorry, the Centaur. As soon as I saw the Centaur change, I was like, this is a nerf. Like, this hero sucks.
Yep.
But then people started just leveling the Q and the nuke. And it's like, oh, okay, just a generic stunning offlaner guy now. And the problem with that build, though, in this matchup, is that you're against an anti-mage, so you need mana to use the stun at the very least. And the double edge, I mean, it's fairly obvious. You can just reflect it with the counterspell.
It's true. Maybe, well, he's just gonna have to kill someone else instead.
Yeah, maybe, or maybe he will actually go for the passive in this game. Maybe at least like 2 value points or something like that.
I gotta say, I feel bad for Koikwa. A lot of his heroes got nerfed, like if you just... Especially Lone Druid. He was happy for like 2 weeks, spamming it, winning some games with it, and Asfrog says, nope.
Yeah.
And those were the 2 weeks that they didn't have any officials. It's so unfortunate. Oh, we got a Puck coming out.
Yeah, I just checked the games because I was saying a lot of shit against Puck. I don't really like the hero right now. It feels very weak. And then I looked at Team Secret's last 10 games. They had 6 games of Puck picked, and they won all of them.
Okay. I feel like Puck has a coil. Like that's like why you're picking the hero. I don't think it does.
Yeah, I mean, there's a great synergy. I saw one Snapfire yesterday or the day before when they had, I believe it was Viking, where they had like no stuns. With coil, you know where they're gonna be. So Snapfire ulti is gonna be much better. Also, Team Secrets played position 5 Puck. They played as a mid lane. They could do it as an off lane as well.
Actually, when Snapfire first got added to the game, I think this was like the combo people were picking because that was back when Puck was a broken hero.
He gets it anyway.
I was gonna say, Lone Druid's win rate's not that bad in pro level pubs. I feel like it's not as nerfed as people think it is. It's low pick rate though, so it's kind of like one of those heroes that only the specialty players are playing and winning with, not everybody. But I feel like Koikfa, you know, this guy's just such a Lone Druid fiend.
Oh, your Puck's so tiny. Sorry.
Man, they have a Earth Spirit kick to break the coil too. That is always so nice. Anything that can just break the coil makes Puck feel 1,000 times better.
Anti-Mage does not like to play into Lone Druid.
No.
He really does not. Like, once he gets... it usually is just a Monkey King bar. I've seen people skipping Mask of Madness going straight into Monkey King bar. But that was when, you know, Monkey King bar was a bit OP. Now he got nerfed a bit, but still one of the best items in the game at the moment.
I think I've seen Koikva do that recently, actually. Like this
Just
guy.
straight into MKB?
Oh, yeah. Still a really great item. Just like the timing that you get it at. I feel like you could add 5 minutes to it and it's still a good timing. You get it so early. Maybe 5's a little high, but you get what I'm saying.
Are we still thinking a curveball from the side of Team Secret? Because it still looks pretty standard now.
I think so. I don't know. I refuse to look at a Team Secret draft and they're going to first face Anti-Mage, pick all these heroes, and just run them in standard positions.
Yeah. I think they shift Puck to position 5, most likely, or just off lane. You do not want to be playing Puck into Lone Druid on a mid lane. it's just a disaster for Puck.
Decent in the game though. Like if you can catch the Lone Druid with the silence, it's one of the few things that from a long range you can actually stop him from transforming. Because the problem is when he gets the transformation off and he just tanks with 10,000 effective HP.
You said earlier, Jenkins, that with just the Rubik and the Phoenix, like if this is a straightforward anti-mage first 2 picks, Rubik Phoenix is not enough to deal with that. Do you feel like the Lone Druid and the center to a certain extent, makes up for that?
I think the Lone Druid definitely does. Like I don't really see what. So if anti-mage can get on the Lone Druid with the Puck coil and the Puck silence, he can blow him up before he gets the transformation off, especially if he has Manta, Basher, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But if Lone Druid can get the transformation off, Anti-Mage doesn't do anything to the hero. Nothing. So it really depends on initiation here.
All right.
So even Team Liquid thinks that it's going to be last hero for Team Secret, a mid one.
Yeah.
So they
Well,
banned out Dead Prophet.
did you mean mid one or did you mean a
Mid
mid
hero.
one
Yeah.
hero
Yeah.
or a mid hero? Nisha
Secret.
hero.
Agent mid one.
Agent M. There's so many Agent M's.
So yeah, the Necro and the Death Prophet ban are just, we know it's a mid Lone Druid, it's Quake for Lone Druid, and these heroes do percentage damage, which just totally desolates the bear. Well, I shouldn't have used that word, that's a different hero, but you know what I'm saying. It completely destroys the bear.
Don't worry, we still understood what you meant.
Thank you, thank you.
Still good. Your point came across. They banned out the Drow Rangers, the last one then. So what is lacking on... Oh, I guess the Sven's lacking on the Liquid side. I heard a lot of criticism about Sven.
A lot of criticism.
A little bit. Well, it just... I mean, to be honest, I don't think the previous game was anything to really go off of. Sven had a tough game.
I think it's a very fast lineup coming out from Team Liquid. Like, you have Lone Druid that can pretty much fight post 10-minute mark. He doesn't care too much about, farming. He'll gladly join, rotate, take a tower. Sven, yeah, I mean, depends on the item build that he goes for. Usually we see, like, Hand of Midas into Echo Saber, Blank Dagger. Like, this anti-mage should be afraid. There's not a single hero in this game that doesn't counter him in any way. Like,
This is a Timber game. Sorry, I had to say it. I had to say it before the...
Before? Okay.
I feel like this is a Timber... Oh,
Nope.
just kidding. Okay.
I don't think you can take that back, Jenkins.
No,
Sorry.
I can't.
If you're gonna interrupt someone before you...
Thank God you interrupted
I'm
me
so
there.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Lukas.
No, I'm not gonna say anything smart anyway, so we're good.
It's good for kiting the Sven. I was thinking, like, there's a lot of stuff that is uncountered on Liquid that needs to be countered. So Viper also makes sense here. You're kind of going more in, like, the kiting route. You kite the Sven, you kite the bear, you deal with the bear in lane. Timber Saw, I was thinking they would maybe flex and put the Timber Saw as an off lane and then like throw the Puck mid, but then you Puck versus Lone Druid, which is what you said. So I imagine that's
odds
what
are very heavily into Secret's favor. Do you agree with that? With the draft? The
Just by looking at the draft, I would not say so. Definitely, I think everyone expects Team Secret to be a better team considering the way they've been playing. But just by looking at the draft, I think Liquid has a higher chance to win. I would give them 60-40.
That's
for
pretty
Liquid?
high.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I think the odds were off. I think Liquid has a much higher chance than those odds were showing.
sure.
But I still think that Secret is. It's Team Secret. I can't bet against that team. I mean, I just think they're like undisputed best team on the planet right now. It's easy to say.
I mean, but it's also, they've got the track record.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
7-8 tournaments with all 3 O's. It's like, no, you got an argument that nobody can disagree with. So yeah, at this point, what are we gonna look for? Like, is it which lane are you gonna look for to see if Liquid can do good here in this first game?
I want to see how much farm Kwoikwa can get on this Lone Druid, and he could easily just pop off. He is the best Lone Druid player in the world, and just for the sake of the show and Blitz, I'm gonna go with Team Liquid.
Okay. I'm going to go with Secret. I mean, it's the obvious one. I would love to see who picks what, because I think that's really important. We still, there's a bunch of flexes, and we don't see who picked what, so I think that's going to matter a lot, and I'm interested to see who plays what.
Me too, and I know 2 other people who are also very interested to see who's going to play well, and those 2 people are a commentary team of OD Pixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yeah, Secret versus Liquid. Ready to see these two teams coming back in after the old little break that they've both had. And the draft, as the panel said, Secret, standard stuff. This early AM pick has been responded to by Liquid's lineup and in a way that looks pretty good from Liquid, right, draft-wise.
Yeah, I mean, their last 3 picks are literally heroes that don't really... that AM does not really enjoy playing in so much. He doesn't have any like big mana pool hero that he can be going for based off of those 3 cores that we did see picked up. Yeah, it's definitely a bit of an interesting one coming out from Secret, but it looks very Secret-esque, right? They pick Puppey, a hero that I feel like this is his favorite 5 position now, and has been for quite a long time. This Puck, Zai going to be playing his grandma that I feel like I've seen him play a couple times too.
Yeah, we've seen some core Snapfire.
He likes playing
before for sure.
And it's versus Phoenix. So one of the big things I look at is Liquid's team fight is really relying on a Phoenix in this one. Sure, Centaur's there too, but Centaur I feel like is versus a Puck, right? Puck handles the Centaur a lot of the times in the game with that coil versus the rest of the team, and then Snapfire will kill the egg in most of those fights. So team fight I'm looking at, I mean, Secret's is pretty strong, just not looking at the AM if they just fight as 4.
We'll see. Ooh. Little bit of pause, I think.
Dun, 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 dun. It's like that, what is that music that goes on with the pause? What happens next? To be continued goes across the screen, right?
Yeah, what is it? I mean, Mickey, he just got the stun out, right? So I think he's going to be able to walk around and get this. No, he doesn't want to. Doesn't want to go, and he's a little too scared of the damage being taken.
Look at this.
Puppey, jumping in aggressively here as they'll continue to punch back onto the 2 of them. So, yeah, this will be the setup. Mickey and Insania top.
In a 5-position Rubik. Something you really don't see very often because that's what they have to make their lanes like this, right?
Sure.
They have to put the Phoenix as the 4.
But it is, it is insane here.
It is
right?
insane.
You can see it on his levels. He loves this hero. It's probably in terms of his games across the board, his most played.
Yeah. I'm wondering how this matchup's going to go. Okay, so Nisha's just going to play the push the lane in, farm the side, and he's just going to... It's going to just be a matching farm lane is what I imagine. Viper versus that lone druid. Bottom. Let's see how Map1 does. With Puppey at his side. Doesn't seem like it should be too hard of a pressure lane onto this anti-mage, actually.
No, I mean, well, you're going to take the mana away from Boxy. He's not going to have his spells, other than the double edge to sort of throw back here and then, but should never really threaten you. You know, you're not going to be too scared. And the Fire Spirit's always a little bit of a nuisance, but Puppey doing a good job of keeping Tiger pushed right back. And in fact,
oh my
Tiger
God,
is getting very low here. He's going to start salving up. Puppey's got another orb in a second. And he's going to at least look to cancel that salve. We'll be able to do so. So yeah, Tiger getting fully bullied here by Puppey on this bottom lane and definitely making sure that the space is there for the anti-mage. Saying that though, he's only got the 1 CS so far down. Oh, but finally get the second one there, Map1. And Puppey definitely putting the work in to make this area of the map nice and cozy for the anti-mage.
I don't think Puppey wanted to drag the creep wave right there. That was a little bit of an oopsie there. Matumba's like, hey, wait a minute. Okay, so he'll be able to get it back. Yeah, Centaur, I think in the early, his base damage advantage over anti-mage is definitely going to be there. But I don't know if they're going to be... They can't like pose any type of kill threat or anything.
Yeah, you're not going to kill.
Yeah, he'll be able to get away with his lane eventually as Jobster. Will he get this courier? He's got boots. Eventually, he will be able to get 2 hits on it. It's going to take him a little bit of time. There we go.
Has been killed.
And what are we seeing mid at the moment? Nisha versus Quakefer, 9 for 2, 9 for 1.
Trade farm.
And we see what sort of build nowadays is the way to go on the mid Viper. I mean, what would you like to see? He's going to start with the drums.
I think in this game, it's just an active role. I think all he really wants to do is just run around and make space for Matumba Men. So any type of active early items, I think drum is the most appropriate at the moment in the patch that allows you to do so.
Yeah, you're always going to want to have someone on your team getting the old drums online. That's top. Insania should be okay here, yep, so nothing more else to throw out. And Big K is going to head round and help punch back a little bit. Go in with the stun onto Zai. That's Zai. So that's the blast to try and slow as he jukes them around. Well, you can see those so far. Liquid there, 3 cores.
Doing very well.
The farm's looking very, very nice. 15-5, 15-5, 13 for 1. All 3 of them doing very, very well in the CS. They're having free farm in all 3 lanes.
Yeah, the top lane, usually what happens if you put Rubik as a 5 position, your lane can be a bit weak, but with a hero like Sven, and when you're playing versus a pretty weak lane of a Snapfire Earth Spirit, you can get away with it. Yeah, they're doing an excellent job up there. Seeing Map1, he's catching up, but this is a big, a nice double pull here by Taiga. This is actually a triple stacked camp, so that wave will get denied.
Yeah, Taiga doing a good job as well with the spirits, making sure the Puppey cannot come in and and pull it away immediately.
Yep, and we see Boxy. He's playing the no mana build. Puppy!
His ult's on cooldown. He's going to be in trouble. He's got a phase shift. He does try and jump out, but the damage is there. Tiger.
Oh, and his courier. Oh,
Is he going to find it? He's looking for it.
No.
Doesn't want to dive the tower for it, so Puppy will be able to keep the courier safe. But yeah, Tiger with some nice moves on this bottom lane, as you say, the pull into the kill.
very solid start for them, as they need to do in this game, and that's the way that they've drafted in particular for this one too. It's just all about that early game dominance so that this anti-mage cannot get space. They really want to press the issue forward in this game here. Lone and Sven can definitely do so to be able to pressure towers. So yeah, 3, still free farming. Looking nice. We've seen Insania kind of playing on the side of the lane quite a bit here, so you see Mickey level 4, Rubik only level 2. And the other, one thing I haven't gotten a chance to see is stacking, right? We always talk about Sven and stacking. We always talk about Team Liquid and stacking as well. So we have to imagine that Insania at some point will back away out of this lane and get those stacks up for Mickey.
Yeah, I guess it depends on when they feel that Mickey is going to be safe on his own up there.
Yeah.
For the moment being, still Yapzor sticking up here with Zai consistently. Just trying to ensure that Insania hasn't got the room to step away from the lane.
Yeah, they're all going for it right now here. See who's going to be able to get it. Yapzor's a bit low here.
Jump forward from Zai with the cookie. Make sure that Mickey can't get the stun off in time. They'll be able to grab the bounty runes. Yapzor taking a lot of hits. He'll pop his stick. Mickey with the chase now, but Yapzor's got another roll out as he's away.
Zai was making sure to bottle up Yapzor a little bit between those auto attacks too, just to keep him a little bit more healthy.
See him here, Puppy. He's looking for that courier. Does have an orb if he wants to go for it, and he will. Gonna send it in. In fact, there's a second one coming out.
Oh, it's 3 hits though.
It's not enough.
Oh, no,
it
it was? Whoa, that was a high roll of
I guess
damage.
got a low roll on the first and a high roll on the second.
Oh, look at that. Okay, very nice. A little bit of gold going for his team. And I think I saw Phoenix on the side there stacking Ancient/Hard Camp on the right side of the map. So getting in preparation for that Sven to be able to farm. I think Yapzor is doing the right thing right now. I think this is exactly what he should be doing, is leaving the top lane, ensure that Snapfire gets an early 6, because then they can threaten kills onto Sven very easily. Mortimer Kisses is no joke in the early game. So Zaya is going to get solo experience. We see Yapzor camping the top rune. Will spawn bottom.
And top lane Zai. He's got the stick charges, tries to cookie away, but Insania picks him up with the telekinesis.
Nicely done. Great way to punish when Yapzor leaves. Have to immediately do that to ensure that Grandma does not get all those levels. Snapfire not able to get that 6 just yet. And Boxy having a great time bottom, even bringing the pressure onto Matu a bit.
Yeah, we'll see Tiger and Puppy come back over to this area. Boxy, I mean, as you say, I guess... Ooh.
Gets the deny on that one. You see the skill build he goes for, since he has no mana. He's just doing the max retaliate build in this one.
Yeah, and you're right. It makes it very hard for the anti-mage to trade with him.
Yep.
No, he's out of mana, so he's not really taking any damage at all, because nothing's being burnt. And he's got that favorable right click, as Boxy continues to have this lead in the CS down here.
Hits level 6, nice and early on, but no mana to be able to use it for his side lanes. All right, Snapfire, level 6. Yep, so probably going to look to try to make some type of active move here. If they see a good position for Mickey, if he gets a little bit low, they could definitely look to set up onto him.
See send time down bottom. Puppy and Tiger just continue to go at it as Tiger's going to start heading over towards the mid. You're absolutely right, top. Yapzor pulling the creeps around, seeing if they get the opportunity to go on one of Liquid whilst they're in a good open space for Zai to sit back and lay down the kisses.
See Koik for mid. He's taking advantage whenever Nisha does back up to go to jungle, because the way, Nisha's skill build, he knows Nisha's just going and just trying to maximize the farm, so trying to capitalize with some tower damage.
We'll see 8-minute rune. It's going to end up spawning at the top. Invis could allow for some sort of surprise setup.
Uh-oh,
top.
He cookied in.
As soon as Yapzor disappears, once again, McKen and Insania, they're moving on to Zai. They've got the range for the telekinesis. It's going to be a second time they're doing it perfectly, each and every time. It's very hard for Yapzor to leave this lane. As soon as he's gone, they are making a move, Liquid.
It helped also that Zai cookied into them too, but but yeah, they're definitely identifying that for sure. And look at this, top 3 net worth still for those three cores. Mickey off to a fantastic start, already level 7. And it looks like he does have, like we were mentioning, he has a couple stacks to back up to, and now it's time to do so. Give somebody the top lane, either your Phoenix or your Rubik, go back up to jungle as your Sven so you're not threatened by the Snapfire ultimate.
Let's see what they can do mid. They're going to try and get on top of Quake. See if they can find him. The kiss is already starting. There's damage, as you say. A few shots from Granny, and Quake's out of the lane.
Holy moly. Especially in combination with the poison attack magic amp, he just evaporated. And now Nisha's going to be able to get some damage onto the mid tower from that rotation from Zai. They send Puppey toward top because now Matumba is not getting pressured toward bottom, so both sides look like they're distributing their levels as best as possible. But still wanting to pressure Mikke.
Yep, they're going to throw out their nukes onto him. Not enough to kill him. Still pushing him back. Mikke just about 400 away from having that Midas stun that he's trying to rush as quickly as he can. You know, keep him on pace with Matu when Matu inevitably gets that Battlefury down bottom. Breaks out. Nisha, nice move. Sets up for Matu to finally get Boxy out of this bottom lane.
Those are pretty big kills they've just gotten. Both of those cores that we said were having such a good time in the laning phase now die back to back, and it's right around this 10-minute mark for the bounties. Taiga.
He's going to be able to get to the side, but Yapsel reads the angle perfectly, chases him down after the dive. Secret, they just needed a little bit of an opening to get themselves going, and here at 10 minutes we're seeing that little bit of a lead that Liquid started to build up, getting shut down.
Yep, and look at this, Puppey. We see those stacks. I mean, it's Liquid. Liquid is literally the team in the game that stacks the most camps out of anybody in Dota. Puppey's going around. He's scouting them out, watching Mikke, sapping that experience from him as well from those camps being cleared. They're really starting to they're starting to get a good amount out of the map on the side of Secret with this draft that you'd imagine doesn't do this early on, right? With an anti-mage. With the way that they set up, and Boxy already has a blink.
Let's see if they can take this man down. They get the root onto Nisha straight up, and well, with the whole team pretty much coming in there, bar Mikke, just the 4 of them.
I don't think he I didn't know he finished up the blink there already. That is extremely quick there for Boxy. All right.
I mean, maybe they didn't expect it because they had just killed him, right? But we've been seeing how much free farm he was getting in that matchup down bottom.
I like this. He's getting super active right away, looking for Yapsor.
Kisses are going to come out from Zai to try and put them off and focusing down Yapsor, giving some sort of space to get out there. In fact, Yapsor tries to go for Boxy, but the blink's back up. Boxy's off to the side.
His TP, he does not have mana for it yet.
Yeah, Yapsor's going to continue to hunt this down. He's going to be able to find him around the trees. Still Boxy rather tanky, though, and does have mangoes to drop the hoof stomp if Yapsor steps too close. Back towards mid. Cookie forward from Zai, trying to get Nisha in range of Quakefa, but Quakefa goes straight for the TP out, and he's away.
Good aggressive move by Liquid to try to pressure that tower as early as possible, but Secret responds with full force. So many deep wards on the map from both sides. You can see how much they want to play aggressive on both of these teams here. Puppey, more particular just to watch the stacks, while it looks like Liquid's more trying to defend theirs.
And these timings, I mean, we're seeing Mikke with the Midas online and still Matu.
He's ahead of him.
It's you know that this Battlefury is going to come at a very good time too at the moment for Matumba Man.
Yeah.
So we'll see what Liquid can do. They get these stacks, get Mikke's Echo Saber as quickly as possible, and then at that point, right, you're ready to start running in, and if you can find the catch onto the anti-mage, this Sven with the God Strength, the Echo Saber, he's going to be able to kill him pretty easily.
Yeah, you can definitely show up to fight. You still have to be careful because there's a ton of magic damage and control coming out from the side of Team Secret, so got to play around that one nice. But it's very surprising, though. Sven, an anti-mage being matched up with the Sven's farm at this time.
Yeah.
These stacks are going to be the crucial thing, though, right? He's going to go farm these right now, and that's where he's really going to catapult forward ahead of Matumba, while Liquid's also looking to make an aggressive move at the same time. I like this.
Let's see if they can catch him. This is the one they want.
It's a tough kill.
It is very, very hard. Even if Boxy gets the jump, they're going to turn for the easier one. We'll go over towards Puppey. See him step up. They'll have to settle with that one. Still Matu is able to walk away freely and was, I think, about just 600 gold away from that Battlefury. So it is going to be around this 14-minute timing from him. Very, very fast from Matu.
Yeah, still pretty good, especially for the lane that he was in. I'd say that's very good. Like I think people say it's like the the 11 to 12-minute Battlefuries are god tier, but he's versus a Centaur and he got pressured a bit. So this is still quite nice for him. And they're actually going to look to pressure a tower here. They're going to get a little bit of mirror movement as they did expect the Sven to leave and go farm elsewhere. So tower trades. Will Secret look to fight this one, though? They don't have anybody set up down here yet, so it looks to be unlikely.
So there it is, the 30 minutes, 38 seconds on the Battlefury from Map1. Top lane. They're going to try for the jump in onto Nisha, leading him with the Stampede box. He's able to find the catch. The Mortimer's Kisses start to come out from Zai. Roll forward from Yap, so he's in on top of Quakefer, but Quakefer in that ultimate form, a little too tanky for them to do anything about. Still, though, they burst down Boxy. Chase from Tiger with the Sunray, looks towards Nisha. Another route out now with the Supernova. They try and turn the beat down with the fear. Pushes him away from the egg. He comes back in, though. Zai will claim the egg, but Liquid get his life in return.
Puppey's here now, though. The Magnetize stopped spreading. Yapster actually didn't get the stone down in time, so I don't think they have enough damage to continue here. A little bit of a misplay there by Yapsword, just having that tick off there. Maybe could have gotten a Rubik kill for themselves, but I think they're pretty happy. Nisha was in a very deep position, and they still were able to get trade kills. That was, I mean, pretty damn good for them, while Matumba Man's just farming during the entirety of it. I think you have to be happy if you're Secret off of that trade.
Yeah, and well, we see, you know, at the moment, the Sven, Mickey has like this, you know, a level or so advantage on the anti-mage because of those stacks, and but the actual gold difference, he was about a 1k lead ahead when he did clear up the ancient stacks. That's going to close up pretty soon. You know,
it's going to close very fast.
700. If they don't find kills, Liquid, this anti-mage will start to take over.
Absolutely. Yeah, they have to try to find him somehow and hunt him. They have some decent tools, especially if Rubik gets a good steal. He has a decent one, especially from the Puck. I think that's the best thing that he can probably get. Puck and Snapfire, in order to catch the anti-mage in particular. The silence as well as the cookie could be some really good tools for him. If he's ever able to find those, that is. So smoke. Not successful there from Liquid to try to find any type of anti-mage.
Just back around mid. I mean, a little harder to fight into Secret now, though, with Zai having the mech complete.
And we talked about this a bunch, right? Is the team fight that Secret does have together with their 4. It is very strong versus what Liquid has, because that egg, we saw it. Even if you have things to cover it like stuns or fears, Zai just kills it by himself. And
Puppey's going to find a free catch there. Dream Coil down. On to Tiger. And giving the kill to Matu as well, making sure he gets the last hit. Continuing to get this anti-mage game on a really good path for Matu.
Nice little stolen orb there. Able to get the D-ward safely and get himself out. And look at that, Insania does chat wheel when he gets a D-ward, of course, you know, excited as a support.
I think he's just very happy to be playing his Rubik here.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Mickey showing himself bottom, pressures the lane all the way to the tower. Good amount of information gained off of that. Zai showing his face mid. This is a tanky Snapfire.
Yeah, if they get a lot of roots,
there's backup.
Maybe they could do it, but as you say, he's not alone, Zai. And they're going to start looking for the trees. In fact, they're going to be able to get themselves on top point, but they found the lone druid immediately. As Liquid get punished for that. I mean, they were... how do they know they were there?
I think they must have caught a glimpse of vision onto the
Maybe
Centaur
through the
for a
trees.
second.
I think so. Boxy must have stepped in a way that they did see him from that radiant ward that they have in mid.
It's the mid ward.
Yeah. And they knew, you know, Boxy's here. He's not going to be on his own. Let's go behind him, and boom, they get themselves on top of the big catch. Quakefer.
Literally the biggest catch they can get besides the Sven, yeah. Pretty huge. More time for Matumba Man to sit back and farm and catch up to Mickey, which he's starting to get close to doing so. Mickey still farming very well. He's getting pretty close to that Aghanims too, with the Echo Saber. Sure, your Aghanims eats your first Echo Saber hit, which is a bit annoying, but Aghanims versus Puck, you can rip yourself out of the coil, which is super nice for yourself. So cool. Okay, he's getting his item times at a pretty decent pace, but I think Liquid wants to be at a much bigger gold lead at this point in the game when they're playing versus an anti-mage draft.
Sure, yeah, you're 17 minutes in. It's pretty even with the way, as we said, on that bottom lane, that they did have the setup where Boxy was having a better time than Matu at this point. That's just all been lost. Matu's in it pretty much where he would hope to be at this stage.
Absolutely. And they also have, I mean, they're matched in towers, right? It's only 2 towers have been taken out by both sides, so both teams have a little bit of a tough way to access the enemy ancient/triangle area. But yeah, Mickey, that's the Aghanims pretty much done now after this next camp.
I mean, it's got to be go time, right? You get the Ags, or are you still waiting for another item on the Sven?
I think you have to make some type of move here. Maybe they're waiting for the Lone Druid's item to finish up too. I'm not sure how close Quakefa is to finishing up that MK. He's still quite a ways away, okay. probably can't wait for that timing just yet. I think they probably want to start getting the move on. But even now, like, Aghanim Sven isn't something that's just going to save you, because we mentioned so much magic damage and lots of control on Secret. He can still just get eviscerated and just killed by all this damage that comes out.
Yeah, they've got the full Greaves on Zai. Matu's finished his Manta.
Yeah, Veil Puck to amplify everything, that all the magic they have. And they have Anisha Viper. Viper, one of the best heroes at just shutting down a hero like Sven, who just, you get Viper Strike, your fighting is pretty much over if your Stormhammer isn't up. So it looks like they're just going to chill back and farm for the time being. I think they don't want to rush anything just yet because of that lack of BKB. But yeah, Matu, top of net worth now. It's finally happened.
Oh, C-top. This is the move that we've been looking for Liquid to make. They want to get aggressive, but you can see Secret, they're very prepared for this. They brought 4 in.
Bear's getting killed pretty quickly here.
The Bear.
The magic damage.
We'll be able to keep it alive, only just.
Matumba, during all this though, like, Liquid, they're trying to get a tower. They're not getting it. Matu's getting way more farm. He takes the enemy Ancients during this too. Claims a decent lead now over the Sven.
I mean,
and now Secret smoking. Now they're looking for the fight themselves.
Yeah, Liquid's got to be careful. I mean, sure, Liquid's on the high ground. They do still stick together as a unit. Puppey. Smoke's going to be dispelled on him, but he's already jumping away with the orb. Boxy is going to try and chase. Goes with the Stampede. Puppey turns with the Dream Coil. In fact, the Dream Coil stun will catch him. The Fear into the root, though, will set up for Puppey to fall.
Can they think about a Roche for this year? I think they maybe have to try to force it. Yeah, they're actually going to try to go in there. I think the Coil is down. Coil is one of those big abilities.
Right. I mean,
I think this is pretty big.
Yeah, with the Bear, with the God Strength, they're taking it down fast. Secret are starting to head over, but they don't have the puck.
Zai's looking for a position where he can get good Mortimer kisses where it won't get cancelled.
He's going to start doing it. He's going to start throwing into the pit, but Liquid, they're already out. They're looking for the fight outside of it all. They turn over towards Yapso. Yapso goes down. The Supernova starts to push Secret back, but Boxy, he's staying on top of Nisha. There'll be a buyback from Yapso, wanting to get straight back in on the action. A buyback as well from Insania, but Secret, they cannot protect Nisha. Nisha's been isolated. Liquid making the smart move there to not only go for Roche, but not fully commit. Step out of it, take this fight whilst they know they have the numbers advantage, and they know that Zai, for instance, is going to be trying to set up to throw down the ultimate into the pit.
And Zai from a distance too, so he can't actually focus fire and kill the egg. So Taiga knows he can be safe for a moment there. Coil up in 2 seconds.
They're going to go for the cookie
stun
play. It's a little early though. Roshan still at the Dream Coil down.
Split
Can
pushing
they
the
get it?
base.
Yapso's going to roll in. Radiant, they do get the kill on Roche, but Mickey still grabs the Aegis, jumps out with the stun over towards Puppey and Zai. They take down Puppey. Now Zai, he's in trouble. He's got one more cookie. Up he goes again, but Mickey, Insania and Boxy, they'll continue to run him down. Stun should be back up in a second from Mickey as he comes flying forward, takes down the Snapfire. And as you say, Matu, he's in a whole other game, and it's working. He's just taking range racks.
Okay, I mean, they may have gotten an Aegis, but like you said, Secret got the last hit, so look at that gold they got from it, and the experience too. All right.
Matu just minding his own business, and playing it perfectly. I mean, you've always got to be very scared of the Matu AM.
Oof. I mean, now they have to make a lot happen with this Aegis. That's pretty scary. You just lost a decent amount of map control bottom where now it's not a melee that died, but it's still going to get pushed in constantly now on the bottom side of the map. So Matu is going to have an avenue to play around always, and I feel like they're going to have to put a deep ward down bottom on Liquid just to be able to watch when this anti-mage is setting up to look for that split push.
Matu's just being... He just always finds the space.
Yeah.
You know, anti-mage as a hero conceptually, if he gets this good start, gets a good timing on the Battlefury and the Manta, he's going to be a nuisance to deal with. You have to pull a lot of resources into responding to the way that he's pushing the lanes out. And when it's Matu on it as well, that difficulty is just pushed up to an entirely different level.
He's going to have the butterfly pretty much finished now at this point. Koikva's just... His bears are just dying, and look at Koikva's net worth in this game. He's not really a factor at all as this lone druid.
Matu's ready to get a little involved himself now as he's got a DD rune, jumps over, looks towards the bear.
It just resummoned, and now he's caught too.
Oh, and Quackfa's going to be dead as well by the looks of it.
They're going for the egg as well.
They're going to be able to find it. Oh, maybe not Boxy! He's in with the stun! Oh, Boxy! Oh, he protects the egg perfectly! Woo! Oh, excellent from Boxy. He will be able to turn that around. That gets the big one. That's Matumba Man dead and gone. As they'll clean up Zai as well. Boxy, I mean, it was one hit away. One hit away, and Boxy comes in big time.
That was... Koikva survives too because of that, because Matu was like, he's about to go for him.
So, yeah, F chat for the bear.
Yep, Bear's done, but Matu, he saw it. Him and Yapsor both blinked past forward to go for that egg. Quakefa lives because of it. Boxy super clutch. That's what they needed.
Oh,
And now Puppey.
he may just feed as well. He's going to try and hide in the trees. Boxy. He's got blinking time. Ooh, it's all right. He had a great play earlier. But it was a good attempt. Very close. Nearly finds him, but Puppey just outside of the range of the Who Stomp. He's out with the TP.
Oh my god, that's it. I felt like if that egg dies, that's game, right?
No, they needed that.
If that
They
egg
needed
dies,
That's
then the
Boxy
bear
holding
dies.
on there.
Yeah.
He says, come on, guys. We can hold on to this one. Keep
Yeah.
it going. And he does.
That was
The
massive.
expert. Yeah. Oof.
Would have been a total disaster for them because it would have been a full item finish
And
for
it was
about
Matu
two.
turning up. He
Yep.
turns up and he gets a great fight on top of the free game that he's had already. That would be, that's a rough one to play into, but they keep it even, Liquid.
They get the clutch. They're still in a weird position where Quakefa's game is just abysmal because he just keeps getting killed. He keeps getting focused on, and Viper just makes his bear seem pretty useless overall. But they at least have Mickey farming well, and they have ways to at least protect the egg with Boxy. But yeah, it's a lot of weight on Mickey's shoulders, I still do feel in this game, as this anti-mage is still real big problems for them, especially with this itemization.
Sure. And as you know, the panel sort of talked about at the start, the other counters or heroes that are good against the aim, at this stage, like you look at the Lone Druid, you're just not scared at all because of the fact he's just not got the farm at the moment, Quakefa.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't even have MKB finished, and there's already the butterfly. This is like 2+ full items from the AM on top of a Lone Druid, and Lone Druid is pretty fragile. Like the next item that Matamba Man gets, when he gets Basher / Abyssal, this Bears game is irrelevant. It's going to be so hard for him to play. So yeah, eyes on Mickey and eyes on just the team fight in general if they're able to cover that egg for Liquid. Still very high level. 21 on Mickey is no joke.
Oh, yeah.
And he is going to be able to itemize to be able to counter that butterfly as well, queuing up that MKB. Game calms down a little bit. 30 seconds until Aegis does get reclaimed.
See if anything's to be done with it. They will start grouping up mid again, Liquid.
The lanes are in a good spot right now. They even nuke out the mid lane. They do have a smoke at the ready if they would like to, but there is a little bit of vision of them for a second. Gotta look, check the runes, 26-minute rune. Just gonna be a regen, nothing too fortunate. And Aegis 5 seconds, it will be gone. Trying to catch something very quickly before it disappears, but unable to.
Yeah, Secret just avoiding those last few seconds.
Yep, and it just continues split push. Matamba Man, they see one hero mid with that mid ward, 2 heroes mid with that mid ward. He just immediately goes to bottom.
Oh, freebie in the mid lane. Puppey will be found. As you say, they've definitely got to. They've got to check the Matu situation now because he is outside the base. He's now onto the melee racks. So they've got to send some heroes back, and they will do so. Boxy and Insania come back to
they have to get
scare him off. But
they have to get out of mid.
Yeah, here's the aggression from Secret. As soon as they force the split and the response from Liquid to get back, they make a move onto Quakefa. The Mana Void just for styling on him. Doesn't do anything. He still dies though. Quakefa's out. Tiger TP out just in time before Yapso's able to grab him. Mickey's still on the run, but Yapso won't find him. But that's this sort of moves that is gonna tear apart Liquid. I mean, what do you do there if you're backing out? You've just got to do it
more coordinated
with more of you, or like how do you
to
stop Secret from pulling you apart and going in when you're split up like that?
If someone's going to TP and show themselves, the other heroes have to already be way further away. That's the key thing. Or you all just have to TP to that situation. You cannot show 1 or 2 heroes, especially they had a ward too, so they saw Quakefa the entire time when he's backing away. And another death for Quakefa. He's really struggling on this Lone Druid this game. They have to be super wary of that split push because this is going to be the name of the game now for Secret for the majority of the times. When Liquid has a good pushing momentum, Matu's going to go for the split push, force a reaction, and then they're going to try to catch the stragglers. And they have great ways to catch stragglers with a hero like Puck with a blink. So they have to just be very careful of that.
Yeah, the Puck does definitely sort of ruin that whole idea of getting out with the Stampede when they are split up and trying to retreat like that. Well, timing-wise, Mickey just about 1,000 away from having his MKB complete the rest of the components on that courier as it hovers around the shop, waiting for the Demon Edge to be picked up.
I really like that he's keeping the clumsy net too. I think this is one of the best items on carries a lot of the time. It's just that further lockdown, especially when you're playing versus a mobile core. It could just get him solo kills, right? If he catches Puck with the stun, he can just net him afterwards and be able to get some type of kills. So I personally just think that item is one of the better ones in the game at the moment. Even just not even counting the mana regen, just the fact that you can just
that's
net
the stats are great on it as well. You can sort of take away the stats and the item would probably still be pretty powerful.
Yep.
Very, very good stats and regen, for sure, on top of the active.
Matu's going to go for a little bit of a safer item choice here. He's going for his BKB so that he doesn't have to worry about a situation like last time. Because now if he does have BKB, he can just BKB and always focus the egg and have no concern about getting chain stunned or feared away or anything like that. So going for the safer route rather than going for a basher. Same thing for Nisha. He's also going for his own BKB just so they don't have to worry about the control. Very close game though, 9-16, only 1k, less than 1k gold lead. Rosh does get scouted. Zai has his courier, I believe, right inside of the pit there.
Would you still say pressure on Liquid though to make something happen? Otherwise those sort of split and pull movements from Matu are only going to get worse to deal with as the game goes on?
It definitely does feel like it, just because of how far behind Koikfa is. Like, his hero is just... It really does feel like it might just be a non-factor in a lot of these situations. They get the silence on him.
He's going to try and step up, but he's got the pipe. It's pretty tanky as well as the halberd. Charge across from Mickey, though, comes flying in onto Yapzor.
Nice.
Keeps Mickey safe. They take out the Earth Spirit. Can they go for anything else here? Mickey did pop the ultimate for this one. It looks like the rest of Secret, they're hiding in the trees. Mickey, he's going to be in range, though. Comes flying over the sun onto Zai. They are going to be able to find a second. Zai, I say that, he's actually living with that cookie. The plus 200 health as well gets him out.
And another one.
Doesn't matter. Mickey still chasing down. Matu blinks in for this one. Pots the Manta, gets out of there. Zai's actually going to buy back.
Mickey's
getting out
slowed.
of mana. He's getting kited. The kisses are coming in, but they've got the Stampede pop. They're on the retreat. Yapsor's trying to get in with a rolling boulder. Mickey's still incredibly low. The BKB's popped. Mickey, he turns. He kills off Yapsor. That's a dieback on the Earth Spirit. Mickey trying to lip at Matu. Blinks in with a BKB. Takes out the Sven. Mickey is gone for 90. And Matu's ready to chase down for more here. Blinking in. Looking towards the backlines. The rest of the team dealing with Boxy. Boxy gets the TP off in time, though. Nothing to cancel. And now Matu, the bear, is fighting back. The break as well. Matu losing some of the protection, but he still gets the opportunity to blink back to safety. Charge forward the cookie on the illusion of the anti-mage. Sets up for the bear kill. Matu's back in with the mana void. Takes out Insania. A Secret, they punch back. They do need to use the 2 buybacks for it, but if they get the Rosh, it's absolutely worth it.
Oh, it's so worth Mickey. No buyback. He committed his gold while chasing forward. They dove too deep. They just dove way too deep. Without a BKB up on that Sven, they have so many different ways to catch him. Like we mentioned, that magic damage too.
I feel like we've seen a few teams just underestimate the power of the buybacks.
Yeah.
Yesterday in the Alliance versus Nigma series, we also sort of saw these moves from Alliance where they're going in, and then the buybacks. These teams at the top are very good at utilizing them to make sure that any sort of, oh, hey, we can dive this. You've got to be careful, otherwise you will fall flat on your face.
Especially when it's around a Roshan timing. You have to be so careful how you play with those dives when it is around Rosh, because now you're in a real rough spot. You have a less than 1k gold lead. You probably think that you're losing the game, right? In your position after that last fight, versus an Aegis Cheese now of an AM who already had a fantastic game on the AM. This has now gone quite in favor of Secret now in these next few moments, as they're going to just be able to assert a lot of dominance with this anti-mage. And Matu's actually not going for the Basher. I think he realized how hard he was getting hit when he tried to stand toe-to-toe with both the Lone Druid and the Sven. Just itemized for armor, as the physical damage is the only thing he has to worry about at the moment.
Look at they're charging straight back out. See what sort of a catch they can find, though. It's hard, though. Secret keeping to the side. Mickey queuing up that silver edge, so it's got an additional way of sneaking in, breaking the anti-mage and the Viper.
No reason to not build it, right? You have Echo Saber anyway. Might as well get yourself a nice slot there. Secret, though, DD at the ready. Got everything ready to look for some type of frags here if they can catch some hero. And Koikfa continuing to look extremely fragile every time they can't find him.
Hiding right behind that tier 2, though, Liquid.
Yeah.
A little tricky for Secret to get them initially.
Deep ward's getting placed down.
Yeah, just Secret getting all 3 lanes onto Liquid's half of the map. Trying to force Liquid to show themselves that they do, stay hidden in the fog. All 5 of Liquid off the map. Koikfa will start to show mid with the bear.
Matu starts forcing in that bottom wave, so if there is a fight that starts getting picked toward mid, look at this, he's already ready for the racks.
You're going to have to make some quick decisions if you're Liquid. Who's going back to defend? Who's taking the fight?
Boxy's already starting to ping it. They've got the glyph available, starting to drop. the one reaction instantly. Now they're going to shift their way toward mid. Their lanes are in a good position on Secret, so they can move from lane to lane. And it looks like Puppey's going to be the one that pushes in that top one as well to try to split Liquid up.
I mean, if you're Liquid, how do you make an aggressive play against this sort of control and pressure that Secret are applying?
You have to try to catch the heroes that are not anti-mage. Isolate the anti-mage, catch these heroes that are in the back lines, but it's been tough. This could be an opportunity, though. Mickey, he's looking for Puppey when he's doing the split push. And they will be able to find him.
They get in with a grab. So that's a bit of a start to an open that, and that is a dead puck for 90 seconds.
Time.
A good window now for Liquid to make these aggressive moves, knowing that they have the numbers here. 5 versus 4. They have to do something that whilst this puck's gone. This really is an opportunity for Liquid to find more, and we have it here, straight away with the smoke. They've got to go right now.
Look at bottom, though. Boxy is showing, and all of Secret's down here. They want to try to go for him.
Let's see if Boxy can live long enough for the backup to come in. TP's on its way. Pots the Who stomp onto Yapzor, lift up as well with the telekinesis. Can they burst him down with the charge forward from Mickey? They can. They take down another. See if they can chase for more. Secret, they've now got to back out. The 3 of them left. Nisha able to TP away, but Zai's not going to be as fortunate. Insania with the stolen cookie, feeds it to the bear, jumps him in, and Liquid, they find the third. Cleaning up the illusions there as well, Mickey, but this is what you got to see from Liquid. They realize they have to make something happen, and they do. They get themselves 3 kills.
Have to make the fast moves whenever you do find even any type of pick-off like that. So great moves from Liquid, good responses. Secret, a little crazy, them trying to go for Boxy there. As soon as they miss the initial stun, I feel like you just have to instantly get away. Stick around just a little bit too long, and Liquid responds nicely. Now still some time that they can actually look to claim a tier 2. And this bear is starting to get kind of strong here. He has the Basher and the MKB up now, so he does have a decent amount of control if he's able to get it on the AM.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see Liquid. See how much they can charge in for this. I mean, Mickey's got the ult ready to pop. He is very ready to fight.
Level 25 too.
Let's see what they're going to start doing here. Is they get the jump in, Boxy, Who stomp onto the 2 of them. They get the lift up onto the Viper, and Viper just gets shredded by Mickey. Nisha's out. See what more they can do. Mickey did pop the God Strength for this. Again, definitely it feels more respect from Liquid this time round. Sure, Nisha is dead, but they expect him to have the buyback. So with him gone for a minute, they're not going to start running in, diving for more. They know that Secret, they will respond like they did at that fight attempt about 10 minutes ago on the top lane.
Yeah, good discipline. Very hard for Nisha to survive. I think now it's like he needs like an Aeon disc or something like that to try to protect himself, because he just gets blown up. Even with Ghost Scepter, there's no real decent play. Like you can't pop the Ghost Scepter before the stun because it gets dispelled, so...
Here comes the chase it. Stampede popped, Insania. Oh, continue to be chased down by Yapzor, but now Yapzor's gone in deep. The telekinesis into the stolen cookie. Jump forward from Mickey. Batu, he's going to try and fight back, looks towards Boxy, but he cannot beat down the 2 of them. He gets disarmed, has to blink back. Very, very cute little turnaround there from Insania with the lift into Cookie. I mean, Liquid there, they really are keeping it cool. The pressure, as you can see, is absolutely on this. You have to be so focused when you're playing against this split of the anti-mage, and they're holding on to the game, Liquid. They're keeping themselves at an advantage now, 4K, and they're really starting to make it so the Secret, they've got to really think about how they make their plays.
Yeah, Zai, now bottom. Look at Mickey. He's already wrapping around onto Zai here. Zai might be able to get the kill here onto Insania. He does get him.
Does get the kill. He's got the disarm, but the Stampede's there from Boxy, keeping Mickey on top of Zai. Zai, he'll go down. The Dream Core's there onto the 2 of them as now Nisha starts to punch back onto the Centaur. Matu blinking in as well, looking for Boxy. Boxy may just be left behind her or not. No, Quaifa comes in with the bear, fears back Secret, giving some space for Boxy to continue to run. Steps into the trees, gets another Who stomp out. Boxy, he's living, and now the Egg's out. Matu's going to blink in with the BKB. He's going to look for Boxy. First out turns towards the end, but he's been raided. Matu, he's stunned, he's dead. He's gone for 100. Matu is out of the game. He's spent up. He does not have buyback on this anti-mage. And Nisha, he's been found as well. Mickey stuns up to the creeps, catches Nisha in the range of the stun. There's 4 dead on Secret.
Can they end? I think they can just end.
That's a dead anti-mage, no buyback.
If they know, they can just go for tier 4s. Hit this and start prompting, start letting them know that you might be aware of them not having buyback. They could look to actually pressure it here, but they're being a little hesitant here because they don't know. There is still a Viper buyback, so probably still pretty hard for them to just straightforward end it, but huge fight for them getting those stuns.
Very nicely baited by Boxy.
Yeah.
Sure, he dies, but the way that he's drawing Secret's attention, the call from Tiger to pop the supernova, I mean, Matu, you saw he goes in with the BKB, doesn't actually start hitting the egg straight away, goes for the boxy kill. Even if he went straight for the egg, probably wouldn't have had enough hits to take it down on his own. And he just gets caught underneath it all. The roots come out from the bear and he just cannot fight.
Root, and I think one bash too, just bashed under the egg, and it was level 20 that Taiga had just hit, so Supernova plus a nice, beautiful Sunray just beaming out of it the entire time too, focusing on Matu.
And that's a 12k lead for
12K
Liquid.
now, wow. Some huge fights for them these last few moments, just being able to get these pickoffs. It all started with them catching the puck top and then making those quick moves bottom and just constantly being fast with their movements.
Yeah, the sort of the tactics from Liquid really starting to show.
And now, I mean, Koikva's game is fully recovered. After all these last few moments.
I mean, now as Secret, the move that you've been trying to make those last few times with Matu out alone, does sort of the game plan change now because you are playing from sort of considerably behind as an overall team now?
I think they still probably have to look to do that same kind of stuff. I think they just have to be more aware of not trying to focus Boxy at all. Like, that's what caused all that to happen, right? Boxy was playing himself and baiting himself, kind of, I'll use the Brian word, right? What is it, dangle? He was dangling himself or whatever.
Doing it beautifully,
and they got baited by the dangle. So they have to just be a little bit careful of who they want to go for with their focus fire. Maybe look for those backlines a little bit more when they do go for those fights, but it's just tough. It's getting hard now because of how much Liquid has gotten over those last few fights. All these heroes have gotten an extra item or two because of those last few one fights. Arcane Rune plus Spell Prism on Mickey.
Mickey's on the hunt, Puppy. Whoop. He's out. Instant reactions there from the puck.
Radiant are scanning.
Look at these cooldowns.
Matu's going to start poking. Liquid's going to have to head back. As Matu on the base. See the TP's come in. I'm going to pop the Stampede box. He's going to try and chase this down here.
Oh, Mickey's going to try to cut him off. Look at this. He's darting all the way across the map.
He's got a TP though, and he is going to start TPing out there from the trees as he's away. Only just in time though, as Insania nearly found him. Back over towards mid. The kisses come out onto Tiger. Take down the Phoenix and maybe able to beat down onto the bear as well as he gets slowed up. They'll find it, and in fact, the roll over onto Koikva. Koikva, he needs help. Insania with the Stolen Blink jumps in, gets the lead in onto Nisha as Mickey goes for with the ult. Matu jumps in, he's ready to try and fight back against the Sven. He's looking towards Mickey, has to blink away though. Mickey just doing too much damage. The mana just there enough for him to jump over once more to Yapzor. Double kill for Mickey. The fear from the bear pushes back Zai into the reaches of the Sven as Mickey claims the triple and Roshan's up. Liquid, they're into the pit. Nisha out for 90 without buyback. This is going to be a free Roshan for Liquid.
Yep, and even though Taiga dies, immediately buys back. He's back into the fight. Nisha, no buyback. Another one fight for Liquid, the way they're able to set up. Nisha's hero has just completely fallen off in these last few moments. Mickey knows, I click stun on you, you have no way to play around it. Even though he did, like we mentioned, Nisha bought Ghost Scepter to try to deal with Sven, but Stormhammer Dispel, like, you can't actually play around it because you're dead in the one stun. It's very tough to actually do. And yeah, now Liquid, they've got a timing window here where they could look to pressure in that mid. They've got their lanes in a okay position.
Ooh, Matu.
He's tried for it here.
He's not going to get it. Insania's out of there. And the side of Liquid, they're taking this mid-brax. And they'll get it. No defensive from Secret. The mid-brax are taken. Liquid have just done an excellent job in the second half of the game, outplaying Secret.
Puppy trying his best to do the split push. He gets grabbed by Insania. Mickey's actually TPing back to try to go for this kill here. Now they're going to get chased, though.
They are, Zai.
See if we
Cookie
can
lead
get
in, looking towards Boxy. Matu, who's he want to go for? He's going to try and blink down bottom, but already Liquid, they've split up in a way that Matu not quite able to find the target. Liquid's going to get everyone out of there.
Good disengage. Getting tough for Team Secret to actually find anything with the way Liquid is playing all together around each other.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And they're starting to get all these level 25s now built together. Koikva's game, like we said, has been recovered quite a bit ago. Now has hit level 25. Much stronger threshold for him.
Very hard for Secret to really fight into them 5v5 right now.
Yeah. Now it's gotten just so much more difficult. I think they were more around that mid-game peak timing, right? With at least the first 4 heroes that they have. The Puck, the Earth Spirit, Viper, and Snapfire, very strong around that early game, but once they start getting collapsed on, the game has definitely gotten so much harder. Taiga now with that Refresher Shard 2 on top. Another level 25 also for Liquid. Game not getting easier for Secret.
Dire are scanning.
See if they can catch any of Secret here. As 2 of them starting to head out. Zai's already away. This scan didn't quite catch onto Puppey. And Puppey also able to TP out in time. Won't find any catches here. Puppey also having the Aghanims now complete as the
All right. Pretty good pick up there. Very strong versus these heroes. Sven still has ways to play around it, sure, but definitely a good pick up there for them. Still hard fights. Very tough fights for them to go through these very tanky heroes now that the AM can't actually just jump Abyssal kill because he went for that AC for more the defensive aspect. Now he's getting close to the Abyssal though.
He's going to take a bit of damage back to himself when he's hitting them with that 25 on the Centaur.
Yeah.
Giving...
Oh, but Boxy showed very far forward here. Do they have enough to bring him down? If they commit everything, they do.
That is what you sound like.
I mean, you know, fair play, Boxy feels he's tanky. He was. He just wasn't quite tanky enough to be making plays that far out on his own.
Some time now without a Centaur, 90 seconds. They still have Aegis, though, during the entirety of while he's gone. But some time for them to finish up their items, finish up in particular Matu's Abyssal, and probably still have close to buyback afterwards. Abyssal changes the whole dynamic of Anti-Mage, because that's where he can actually look to jump into the back lines and just kill heroes before the fight starts. So let's see if that is something that they're going to try to do while the Centaur is dead. They are smoked up. Coil should be coming back up pretty soon. About 10 seconds. And Liquid, they should know. Yeah, they know something's up. They should definitely just sit in the base and wait for this time.
Yeah, playing very defensive.
Ooh, baited by the Illusion Escape. And it's a stolen coil as well. Not only just his coil,
he's got an
Ag's coil stolen.
Yeah.
Because Rubik has his own.
All right, insane. Yeah, he's going to have a...
Oof.
He's going to have a lovely time with that one. Already having a brilliant game, of course. Insania 2, 3, and 23 on this Rubik.
That's a tough one. Matu cannot play around that easily at all. Even with his BKB, like if he gets caught in the coil, he's very likely to just die.
That's going to cause some huge issues in the next fight.
Yeah.
To the point where Matu, he's probably top of this list now, is to get on that Rubik, make sure that he's not able to get his spells off.
Yep. A big steal and a big play there, right? Even just these small things, Illusion Escape bait, right? The little things in Dota that can really change the tide, change things a lot. Everyone's getting close to 25 on the side of Liquid. Secret not quite in the same boat by any means. Puppey's actually the second highest level on the team. Standard Puppey.
Yeah, with the way that he's been splitting out these lanes, he's
the only one who can.
Yeah.
He's got the elusive plays to be able to. The other heroes are just very immobile, so if they try to split push, they'll just die. I think Boxy now has a full Hex, right? He's about to if he sells that wand.
I mean, just looking at the kills as well, I mean, you couldn't sort of write it any better for the way that it's gone for Liquid with regards to the kills, right? You have your carry, 20 kills, 1 on 5. Everybody else, you know, this is the dream team for a carry Sven. They've let him, or he's just been there to get them. He's got all the kills.
Yep.
Now this is a very happy place for Mikkei to be in.
Dream game for carry Sven, and they also have the backup of a secondary carry from that lone druid too. Although, like we said, Koikvo was having a bit of a rough one, fully recovered, and they continue to scale very, very hard with these cores, and even their supports. Like, look at like Phoenix and Rubik are farming like beasts. Phoenix continues to get stronger and stronger as games progress. See what Secret does here. These fights look like they're going to be very difficult for them.
Trying to catch them off guard with the smoke.
They're kind of split at the moment.
Going for this return of the outpost.
Mikkei.
He's going to show. He's keeping it cool. Will now show, but smoke coming to an end. Secret have already started to back off. Just unable to find that catch that they'd hoped for. At least, you know, I mean, they get the outpost, but it is going to fall back into the hands of Liquid easily before this 50-minute mark.
Yeah. Liquid now all together. There's a bit of a scary moment there for the when Secret had smoke because they were split up, but Secret couldn't find anybody there. They're gonna see Puppey there for a second if they want to try to commit. He does have Aeon Disc as well as the Magic Lamp though, so 2 different little ways to bail himself out if he does get gone on. And how much longer do we have on the Rubik's Steel? I think that's kind of something that Secret's really wary of, yeah.
There's still a decent amount.
Still a decent chunk of time on it.
Yeah, Secret going to be very aware of fighting whilst that's still there for Insania.
I mean, I don't even know how long it lasts. That's the one thing. Because with Arcane Supremacy, Coil already lasts, what? It's like 7 seconds with Ags or so. So it's going to be like 10 seconds of a Coil where you're just leashed as an anti-mage. 10 seconds of a Coil is insane. So definitely got to be very careful.
Now Liquid's starting to push up. Getting a bit more aggressive as it comes to the end of this timing where Insania has the Coil.
Yep. Really trying to force the issue.
Let's see what Secret's going to do about him. And Quaifa,
the BKB Bear with the Sunray.
It's taking these racks pretty quick. They're allowed to use the fortification. Slows down Liquid a little bit. Liquid now knowing that Secret will have everybody here ready to fight. Map1 going the only way that he really can right now.
Nisha.
Mid lane, jump bottom lane, they get the jump in onto Nisha. Nisha's been hexed, they're able to force him to the side. The Dream goes out for 2 and they pop the egg.
Very defensive positioning.
Map1 did go in incredibly aggressive for the backlines and he's gone for it. He's dead, he's out of the game, he does have buyback. But a big aggressive move from Map1, punting heavily. Now they'll look for the jump in onto Mickey. Have they got the control? Mickey getting stunned up. He's popped the Satanic though. He's turning. He's going to be able to start life stealing as
another egg
comes to the end. The egg's there.
Map1.
They're turning Map1. He brought back for this and he's dead again. Map1 dead and gone. He's out of this one for 2 minutes as Liquid. They should be able to resume this cleanup or at least finish off this bottom racks. The melee racks are gone. Mickey charging him once more with the stun onto Yapso. Yapso's going to die, or is he? He's going to live. Nisha goes down. Nisha pipes back. Liquid poking a little close to the fountain now. See if Secret can punish this. Liquid focusing back towards the objectives. Nisha starting to stack up the poison on Boxy. Mickey, he's back in. Charges forward yet again. The Cookie trying to save Nisha, keeping him apart from Mickey. Mickey, they're pushing very dangerously close towards the fountain here, Liquid. They may need to calm it down a little bit. Jesus Pop will heal Mickey back up at the
Mickey's burning.
It is slowing him down. The Hex is on the Puppey. Mickey charges over on towards Yapso. And Yapso Cookie back towards the fountain. Mickey pots the BKB, but he's spins to some. Gets the stun off onto Nisha though, and he's done it. He's killed off Nisha. And mid lane, Quaifa, he's just finishing it off. Takes the tier 4s, takes the Ancient. GG is called. And Liquid here with this 51-minute victory against Team Secret.